This is the second video on the Brother LX3014 sewing machine that I just bought. That's a picture of the back of the box in case you're in the store and you're looking to see what's familiar. It describes a few of the stitches that the machine does. It has their usual features list. But before I take the machine out of the box, I want to show you what's on here. This says, "Stop. Do not return to the store. We can help, and call Brother customer service for assistance if you decide you don't like the machine." Very well packed. In fact, I paid just a couple of dollars extra, and it shipped within 2 days. I received it within 2 days. And there we go. Just a quick view of the machine in the box. It is definitely a full-size machine. Right behind us here is my Singer 237 from 1968. And this is as long as that, which I'm glad of. I thought it was going to be smaller. Let me put the camera down for a second, and I'll get the machine out of the box. Quite heavy. The shipping information said it only weighed 15 pounds for shipping, but it feels heavier than that. So there it is. Not difficult to unpack at all. This is what it comes like when it's out of the box. And again, you can see the 237 behind it is really almost the same length. So this is bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought when they said it didn't take extra attachments and presser feet, that it might be one of their smaller machines, such as a mending machine that I already have. Now, a couple of things that I really like about this already is the fact that it has a free arm capability. And I've never owned a free arm machine, so that's going to be a plus. And one other thing is I do knitting as well as quilting, and I'm wondering what the clearance is going to be for heavily knitted items. Some of the newer machines do have a higher clearance for bulky fabrics. So here it is. It does not look cheap at all. I have to say, I don't know how this bag comes off of there. I guess I have to pull it out of the bag. So, I can just do it this way. Look at this. I'm excited. It's got a power plug. This is a 3-prong plug, and that's a power switch. It's got a small hand wheel. I was worried the bobbin winder mechanism would be fairly breakable. It doesn't feel like it. Now, one accessory that you can get for this is an extra spool pin. So I think that would probably go there, because this machine can do twin needle stitching, believe it or not. So here are the Buttonhole Selections, 2 zigzag widths, it looks like, or stitch lengths. Another zigzag, 6 through 10 are straight stitch. I already know that. 11 is straight stitch with a left needle position, and then you have 3 of these. This would be probably the blind hem, and I'm not sure what that is, or that one. That might be the elastic stitch. This is reverse. So it runs in forward unless you push this down, and then it goes in reverse. It has a quick start guide. The accessories are in here. I'm just going to Let me get this out of the way. This is my 237 from 1968. The top only of that machine is plastic, and that's the size of that machine compared to this machine. There really isn't much of a difference. This one is stockier and thicker, but says it only weighs 12 pounds to pick it up. There's supposed to be a handle here, which is probably just this built-in hole in the back, and you just pick it up to move it around. There are diagrams on the top for what looks like the thread path from the spool pin around this disc in order to wind a bobbin. That's your typical bobbin winding tension thing, and it looks like it goes this way to thread the machine. It does have a tension adjustment, and even though it doesn't have an individual needle position lever, the only way I can change the needle position is either from center to left, and I have to use the dial. And this arrow here points to whatever stitch you've chosen. So from the factory, it looks like it's on number 9, straight stitch. And in the box here is the foot pedal. Now, it's plastic, not metal, but does not feel that cheap or breakable. It's certainly not like a vintage Singer foot pedal, which is what I'm used to, but it's not very, very cheap either. So all in all, so far, not bad. Now I've got this on top of my ironing board because I figured this would be a good place to put it. I wasn't sure how big it was, whether it would go on a table, where it's going to go yet. So I thought I'd do this on the ironing board. Here's the back, very, very plain. I like it so far. So let me now read the instructions, set up the foot pedal, which I'm sure is very easy. I'm imagining that I just plug that 3-prong plug into the plug on the right of the machine and then plug it into the wall. And I'll check the threading and the quick start guide. It looks to me like they might be right, that it might be a very easy to use basic sewing machine.